Rock the Casbah. Stream starting soon. Do you wanna? I'm gonna hop into Discord. Going live now. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another beautiful day in the neighborhood. We are live. We are relying on natural light. I realize I did not get my lights up, but you know what? No one's watching anyways. What's the point? It's all just bullshit. Um, Blue, how are you doing? I'm just
Connie. I am doing amazing on this Sunday, or is it Saturday? Either way, it's the
It's
Lord's Day,
Saturday,
brother.
Blue. It's Saturday. I know that
That's
that vendor at I know that you were at Roger Stone's house the other day, and that was probably screwing up your clock. What's new with you
yeah.
though?
Well, the funny thing about Roger is that he puts all of his calendars and clocks a day ahead. He keeps everyone guessing, which I love. Um, Doing pretty good. I had a good stream yesterday, as you know. And obviously, as our friends at the establishment know, I am doing a bit of a Hasanabi style psyop on the radical left. All right. I'm going to radicalize them and then I'm going to bring them back over to the center right position.
Yeah, that's exactly what you have to do. That's what Mallory McMorrow's doing.
Mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
What what do you got on the docket today? Is there anything fun we should talk about before we get into politics?
Um, I don't know. What's been happening. I've been at that Roger Stone party. And let me tell you something. The things he's told me at that party are things that you are A, not in the Bible, and B, you cannot repeat on television. I'll tell you that, Connie.
Huh. What? Oh yeah, yeah, dude. That's I made that mistake once with one of my wives, and she yeah, that was stupid, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Sorry,
didn't that get Clinton impeached?
yeah,
The-
it did get Clinton impeached. I don't know if my God damn it, I don't know if my camera's mirrored or not. If you can see us, democratconsultant.com. Welcome everybody. We got one viewer here on Twitch, one on YouTube. Everybody, inshallah, we're gonna rock and roll today. All right, let's get into it. Blue, if you're not aware, we had an interview yesterday with Oliver Larkin. Are you familiar with his work?
yeah. I know that he's a major thorn in our side. I think he's going to be a real obstacle in us bringing this country to the right path, which is once again the center right path,
That's
obviously.
right. The right path is the center right path. I'm just gonna play this video here. And I wanna show you what happened. Because it's pretty disgusting. Hang on a second here. Let me see if I can get this up on the sorry guys, I'm having a day. I'm having a day. It's been a little bit of a rough it's been a rough rider roll, you know? Stomp, drop, shut 'em down, put 'em up, shop,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
roll.
mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Yo,
how Rough Riders roll. It's Roger Hammerstein, you know? That's my favorite thing to do. I don't know how to do a fucking video, man. I'm losing my mind right now. Um
I've always said you shouldn't have to know how to do a video.
I usually hire people, but this has been a very it's been a rough day. It's been a long day. And here we go. Let's see if we can do this. Can you see that? Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I see that's on stream. I just double checked.
All right, thanks. Thanks, brother. Here we go. We're gonna start out the right way like we tried to with what's his name? Are you familiar with land acknowledgements? Yes, I am familiar. We get the first
Maybe want to turn the volume up on that a little bit, Connie.
sitting on right. God damn it. I don't think I did the right thing when I shared it. Guys, this is just the worst fucking day. I'm just it's fine though. I just, I'm really shook because the the thing with Janet Mills really screwed me up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be feeling that for a couple years now. Honestly, I'll be thinking about that every day and night.
Do you think that there we go. Also share system audio. Allow, you stupid whores. There we go. Can you see this now?
Oh yeah.
All right, here we go. Are you familiar with land acknowledgements?
Yes, I am familiar.
We at the Third Way do them a little bit differently. We're going to say the land we're sitting on right now denounces Hassan Piker unequivocally, and we believe he is constantly trying to disaffect the billionaires and elite corporate donors that have paid my salary and alimony and bought my vacation homes and has put a roof over young Trey's head for many years. So the land acknowledges that it denounces Hassan Piker. And just because we lost a dear friend this week, I would just like to do 3 seconds of silence for Janet Mills. Okay. R.I.P. Janet. See, we're class acts here.
Absolutely.
That's what Hassan Piker. That's what Hassan Piker is not. He is not a class act. That's why we do the land acknowledgements. Oh, do you see the picture of our friends there? That's Roy Cohn with his puppet.
Oh yeah.
That's Donald Trump right there in the background.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Those are the two guys that Roy Cohn loved / used to get beat up by for fun.
Now, don't the kids call that the cuck chair?
No, it's not. Yeah, yeah. I guess that's what they call it. I mean, that's what we called it too, but it was a little freakier. You know what I mean? It was a little scary. It was kind of that
we did things better in the 70s, Connie. We really did.
I mean, we did each other better than the 70s.
So true.
It was more fun, man. It was more fun. It was just simply more fun. So the Oliver. So yeah, we had this interview with Oliver Larkin yesterday, and they are pushing pretty hard against oh, sorry. That was a stupid fucking. All right, there we go. Here we go. So yeah, we did the interview with Oliver Larkin yesterday. There was a lot of complaints about the gerrymander. That kind of stuff, but because DeSantis did the gerrymandering thing. Did you see that they threw the Voting Rights Act out?
I did see that. And I obviously that saddens me. It really breaks my heart, and I feel like we need to do everything within our power to fight back. And obviously, that thing is to write a strongly worded letter. In fact, I've got some parchment paper right here and old-timey quill. I plucked it off of my Cambodian ostrich.
Yeah, the one I got you for your wedding. You registered for a Cambodian ostrich.
Yeah, hey. Absolutely. And I named him. Gosh, what did I name him? I named him after my favorite Democrat. I named him. Was it Bill? No. I think it was. I named it Billary Rodham Clint Ham, but I think that's because I thought that I was naming a pig because someone got me a pig as well. Listen, that was a long night. That also turned into a Roger Stone bender, so you got to forgive me for that.
No. It's fine, man. I just, I'm a little hazy myself. It's been a long day. Oh, here we go. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Let's just Billary Clinton, the ostrich. All right, here we go. I want to start out here with Cory Booker's reaction to the Supreme Court ruling. I thought
this is not about left or right.
Let me know if you got the screen. You got the screen. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Cory Booker. Yeah, you're welcome. Chicago Bish. Say nah. Chicago Bish says nah. All right, here we go.
It's not about Democrat or Republican. It's about fair elections in America. It goes to the very
core of who we are as a democracy. This is a moral moment. What kind of nation will we be?
Well, I mean, listen, Corey, when he says fair elections, he does not mean fair in the sense of super PACs not interfering in Democratic Party primaries. We always want to make sure that we have unfair primaries and fair general elections.
Yeah. Well, I always think about James Madison, one of our founding fathers. He when they were writing the Constitution, he said that this convention is here to protect the institution of inequality. And every day that I go to bed and I say my prayers to obviously the billionaire class. I say my prayers to Ronald Reagan, obviously the one true Democrat, and I make a prayer that's saying that I will protect the institution of inequality with all of my fibers. So we're going to do that, and I love that Cory Booker is also doing that in all of his moves.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Yeah, that's you're well put, man. I mean, that is basically my Lord's prayer. What you just said. Our Father who art in Reagan, hallowed be thy head, thy Nancy be done. Because boy, it was fun, and we privatize prison as well as heaven. Give us our day, this daily head, and forgive us them fat asses. For we forgive those who criticize against us.
Yeah.
And lead us not unto socialism, and forgive us for being filthy fucking rich. Amen.
Yeah, absolutely. That was beautiful.
Consultant's prayer. Prayers of the billionaires.
That was beautiful.
Right. Whoa.
Wow.
Off the dome. I still got it. All right, let's finish this stupid
Donald Trump has done is saying that we should be a nation where a political party, once they have power, can actually do creatively suppressing equal rights at the ballot box and holding on to that power in anti-democratic means. And so we have a clear difference now.
This is what I love about Cory, because it's like he's the guy who's smart enough to say every accusation is a confession.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Also be the person who also happens to be accusing somebody of something, and then it turns out to be a confession. Because I mean, like, let's get real here.
Inside baseball.
We interfere in elections all the time. We just interfere in our own party's elections because people like Zohan and Abdul El-Sayed, and there are people in the Democratic Party who claim to be Democrats, but really what they are is progressives.
Yeah.
And
hate them.
They hate elites like me, and they hate corporations. They're disgusting. They want.
Yeah. Well, I tell you one thing. I would obviously always show civility and kindness and understanding to our friends across the aisle, but I would, with my bare hands, just choke the life out of one of these so-called progressives. You know what I mean? Like I'm getting flashback of my time in Nam in the 90s.
Yeah, no, in the 90s. Yeah, when you were moving that Toyota factory from not Toyota, the Ford factory. You were doing the NAFTA thing. You moved the Ford factory from Detroit and you brought it to Vietnam, and now we ship parts over there because of the transatlantic partnership. It
was beautiful.
That is the kind of neoliberal world order we are trying to bring back on shore, not the jobs. We moved jobs across the shore because NAFTA is awesome. Bill Clinton, he got that BDE, the big Democrat energy.
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
And he understands that if Democrats want to stay in power, the easiest thing to do is not use it.
Yeah, 100%. Power not use is power. I'm always saying that.
Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. And so if you want to have power, you have two choices. You can either run as a Democrat on a centrist middle thing, which is like what we like to do, like Alyssa Slotkin, Cory Booker, Jared Moskowitz, Chuck Schumer, some of the best Democrats,
The goats.
Unlike them, you can have power and do nothing. And the reason you have that power is because you understand that the people who really have power are the billionaires. As Meek Mill once said, if you're not talking about money, then what are you talking about?
Yep. Absolutely.
Or you can vote for MAGA because they use their power to support the billionaires too.
Yeah, and if you think about it, in that framework, using political power is bad.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
It's the worst thing you can do. Yeah, absolutely.
That's the thing that people don't understand about the Democratic Party. The most important kind of progress that we make is forward guidance on our stock earnings reports. And frankly, all these this MAGA thing is just really split the working class in half, which we're totally fine with.
Oh, I love it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love it. Listen, let me tell you something. All right. There's nothing that just gets me up in the morning than a bunch of poor people fighting amongst each other over the scraps that we sprinkle to them. I mean, my God, I don't want to get horny on stream, Connie. It's inappropriate, but it's getting me there. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I know. It's really great. I think the easiest thing to do really to remember here is that the more we can keep people divided, the less we're going to have an inflection on our the thing I don't like about progressives is they think that everybody's life should be better. Yeah, and we know the only way to make things work is to make them work for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the only way to make them work for us is to make sure that trickle down economics is working for us, which means that the money from the billionaires trickles down to us.
Yeah, 100%. I tell you, man, Ronnie, as I called him back in the day, a true blue Democrat in so many ways. Just honestly.
I want to. Here we go. Hang on a second. I think we all need to do a reaction to this. I think that everybody's waiting to see what we think because Scott Jennings was somebody that we were going to have speak at the DNC in 2028 so we could win over the never Trump Republican voters that we didn't win over with the most lethal military. Wait, hang on a second. This is old. Let's see here. Here we go.
With us for 47
We all
years.
know that Scott Jennings is more than happy to defend a war with a country that starts with the letters IRA that we are currently failing, that is going to put us trillions and trillions of dollars more in debt. I was only a few years old while you were in the administration defending prior endless wars. Now this war is failing.
8 weeks is endless to you?
Okay, you said it was going to be 4 to 6 weeks.
You have the attention span of a gnat?
Homie, I debated you on TV 4 to 6 weeks ago, and you said we were weeks away from it. Now you're making condescending remarks because you can't defend the fact that this war is not going your way. Wait, one more time.
Not going your way.
Name one political concession. Name one political concession.
Jesus Christ, Scott. Wow. Now, I'm going to tell you something about Scott. I thought he had a future in the Democratic Party, but the amount of fight he just showed there is
it's too much.
Not something we want in our party. Second thing I'm going to tell you about Scott is that there are a lot of rumors swirling around that he spent a lot of time on Fire Island, truck stops, gas stations, glory holes, things of that nature.
Sure.
And which is, that's kind of how we get down. So
we've all been there. We've all been there. I mean, we've all been a lot lizard or two.
I had Scott over to the townhouse in Virginia a couple weekends ago, and the guy left a bushel of apples, a cucumber, and a bottle of and a can of WD-40 in the bed, and didn't have the decency to throw any of it away after staying at my house for a long weekend.
Yeah. No, what's so funny?
I could eat the apples.
Yeah. Well, okay.
But the cucumber and the WD-40 were ruined.
Now, Connie, I will say, do not eat those apples. The weird thing about Scott is he's kind of like the Wet Bandits. I think that's his signature because he did that over in my condo out in Jersey City, which obviously I never go to because Jersey is an awful place. But, Scott, he wanted to get as down and dirty as possible. And you know what? I love that, but you got to clean up after yourselves. All right. Yeah. And Connie, I cannot stress, do not eat those apples. Do not eat those apples.
Yeah, Scott. Yeah, exactly. Scott Jennings, clean up after yourself. Jesus Christ. Let's watch him continue to get owned by Adam. Oh, his last name's Mockler. He's mocking Scott. That's
Well,
Honestly,
guys,
I'm not
excuse me.
I'm
Hold
not
on,
going to
hold
have
on.
this guy's
Everybody,
in my face.
everybody, hang tight.
Honestly.
Okay.
oh yeah, Jesus Christ. And he's got a purple pocket square. This guy is like the thing I thought I liked about Scott Jennings for the Democrats, the centrist
Mhm.
Democrats, is that he seemed like a moderate, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and he is moderate. He is about as moderate as we want him to be in the Schumer wing of the party. The problem with Scott is he's a loser. He's a loser. You can
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
he's a big you can tell he got bullied a lot. Now he's on TV every week. He found his jawline again.
Yeah.
And he thinks, I'm good looking good. Why aren't I feeling good? And it's pretty obvious, Scott. It's because you're a pleb.
Yeah. A weak-willed man. And to be honest with you, though, Connie, we do need a few more weak Democrats. So I'm sure there's a couple safe blue seats that we could put him in where he could win and then just do nothing and be kind of a weak little bully baby. Let's not throw Scott out yet. Let's not throw him out yet. Let's I feel like there's somewhere we could work him.
If there's any amount of if he shows 1 ounce of the fight he showed against Adam Mockler, unless it's aimed at Hassan Piker, I mean, then I'm not interested in having Scott Jennings in the Democratic Party, because if anybody here knows about the Democratic Party, what we do is write strongly worded letters in the face. Now, I'm not talking about what Democratic voters want, but we don't care about what Democratic voters want.
They're not our base.
They're not our base. Our base is billionaires.
No, everybody calm down, okay? We're having a debate. You can respond to the points that he's making.
Can you name a political concession that we've got?
I just had a flashback to the war the skinheads had in my studio.
I would be mad if I
Okay.
had to defend war too. I would be mad if I had to defend
we have a-
war.
we have a-
Scott, you can respond.
We have
and
a
then we'll
very
move on.
simple goal: to keep terrorists and a terrorist regime from having a nuclear weapon that can threaten the United States, our interests in the region, our allies in Europe, anybody else
So
in
you
the
can't
world.
answer the question.
That is
I
our
would get
goal.
mad too.
All right, we're going to leave it there, guys.
I just want to be clear about which terrorist regime he's talking about. He's obviously talking about Iran. He's not talking about BB's country, because
No.
BB's country already has a nuclear weapon, and a lot of people say that the settlers in the West Bank, they are saying that is a form of terrorism. The International Criminal Court is saying that, but we don't recognize them as a legitimate body.
No, and why would we? We are the International Criminal
We are
Court.
the international body. That's why Alyssa Slotkin voted to sanction the International Criminal Court, which I think was something that all Americans want to see more of. We want
absolutely.
we want to make sure that people like Scott can. Oh, here we go. Mallory McMorrow. She does make a lot of. Oh, did you see what happened? She's coming out. This is great. I forgot to say. I forgot about Mallory McMorrow. Big news here. Let's did we watch this? I don't remember.
Other than Chuck Schumer.
Yeah, we did watch this, Connie. We did.
Oh,
And
we
that's
watched
because I forgot that she was one of our agents, because we employ so many feckless, weak-willed white Democrats that I get them mixed up sometimes, Connie. That's my own internalized racism, or externalized, whichever.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. It's not easy being cheesy. Blue, I want to go to I've found a new fake news outlet that we need to do our best to discredit. It's called TMZ. Oh, good. Dr. Kruger's going to be joining soon. I don't know if Bryce Rabbits is in the chat. I told him to join us. Bryce, if you're on YouTube, you let us know. We want to know you're there.
Bryson.
Bryce Rabbits, good guy. He's a very moderate soul. Kris Jenner's. Now, did you see the new Lamar Odom documentary?
No, no, I did not.
No, dude, it's crazy because Lamar Odom, who, not a fan of the Democratic Party, although we do love the Jenners.
We do. I actually I was recently dating
Oh,
Lamar Odom, the wife, the
you were
mother.
dating which wife?
Gosh, I know I get them all mixed up. I was dating, what's her name? The mom. Gosh, I guess
Kris Jenner.
Kris Jenner. I guess I also was dating Caitlyn Jenner as well. I was dating one of them, honestly, and honestly, both of them were great. If I'm being honest with you.
That's fantastic. Hey, your audio was breaking up a little bit, but
Yeah, I'm catching out. You're in too.
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh no. I hope it's all right.
I bet it's that Hassan Piker again.
No, I guarantee it's him. So Lamar Odom in this documentary, he said that the only reason he married Khloe Kardashian is because he wanted to be famous. And Khloe Kardashian is now upset because she didn't know that he said that in the documentary, because that's the beauty of show business. And so now that Khloe realizes she gave up like 3 years of her life for this guy who was only with her because he was using
This
her.
documentary, Khloe Kardashian is shutting down any contact between mom Kris Jenner and her ex-husband, Lamar Odom. In the new Netflix documentary, Untold, The Death and Life of Lamar Odom, Lamar admitted to marrying the Kardashian star for her fame. Now she's making it clear that there's no way forward for their friendship.
I'm Team Lammy.
Yeah. I mean, me too. I guess I'm a little confused, Conley, because he was an NBA player. So I guess I'm confused on why he needed to marry a Kardashian to be famous. You know, he could just play basketball. But that's not my expertise. You know, I'm speaking shop right now, but it just seemed a little weird.
Yeah, well, gosh. I just wish we could get somebody like Khloe to run for office. Or Lamar for that matter.
I think we could get who's the one who's dating your grandson? Kylie. I feel like we could get Kylie to do it. Or at the very least we could get the other one, the one who did the Pepsi commercial. That's a good centrist right there.
You're breaking up still, Blue, a little bit less than before, but just sorry. I'm just letting you know. Yeah, no, Timothy Chalamet is my grandson, twice removed. He is a good grandson. I love him, but he needs to stop dating Kylie Jenner. She's bad news. Who's Princess Charlotte? I don't know who the hell that is. Oh, it's what's her what's her name? It's Kate Middleton's daughter. It's son of a gun. It's what's the guy? Prince William? Jesus Christ, I don't know a goddamn thing about anything. Who was the what was the God, I'm so bad at pop culture. This is exactly why I keep my grandson around for shit like this, because I mean, we produce a lot of this stuff to make sure we keep the American people stupid, but you got to follow it now if you ever want to stand in an elevator. Chris Brown, that's Oh, you know what I hate about TMZ now, what they're doing is Blue had to leave, but you know what I hate about TMZ is that they are starting to follow around members of Congress to prove that members of Congress aren't doing anything, which I hate. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is the I don't follow the Brits. We broke up with them forever ago. Yeah, actually we did. We did break up with them forever ago. Actually, if you are interested in making sure that we remain strong in our alliance in the Middle East, our best friends, Bibi's government. There is an organization in Chicago, Illinois. It's called the Illinois Coalition of Human Rights.org. And I went to a hearing with them recently with the Justice Coalition. Justice Coalition Democrats. They have radical Democrats like Jamal Bowman, people that we try and primary. ILCHR.org. Blue, you still with me? Oh no, I can't see him now. Son of a gun. So they had this action the other day. What was on the agenda? We were talking about I was at this hearing for the repeal of anti-BDS legislation, which basically it makes it illegal to boycott our allies in the Middle East, Israel. And that's great. I mean, if you've heard what happened to Ben and Jerry's because they tried to stand up and really try and beat down one of our most popular allies. 8% of the Democratic base stands with Israel. What happened was if you boycott Israel like Ben and Jerry's did, then you are forced to divest from your pension if you have like Ben and Jerry's was owned by Unilever. So the Illinois pension fund had to sell all their Unilever shares because they tried to mess with the bull and they got the horns. And so now this human rights coalition, they're trying to make it legal to boycott stuff. So here we go. As you can see here, Ben & Jerry's ended their sales of ice cream in the occupied Palestinian territory because they think they're you with us, Blue? You back?
I'm here. How do I sound? Good?
You sound great. We were just talking about Ben & Jerry's, the true evil
yeah,
in this world. Yo Ben Cohen and his business partner, even though he is definitely Jewish, he is anti-Semitic because he's anti-Zionist, and it's the same thing.
Yep.
When they did the boycott of Ben and Jerry's of Israel, the Illinois Pension Fund was forced, rightfully, because of the boycott, to divest from Unilever, who owns Ben and Jerry's. And there's a bunch of radicals in the Illinois Coalition of Human Rights that want to repeal anti-BDS legislation, which would make it legal. It would make it legal to boycott people that were attacked on any time, that want to attack anytime.
That's just it's disgusting, Connie. Honestly, it's making my stomach turn. These radicals, they don't understand that the only people that have the right to speech are corporations. So that's number one. Okay, so let's start. Can we start at the top of house?
Citizens United for me and not for thee. That is exactly right, Blue.
Absolutely. And then what little bits of freedom of speech we do give out, you can use to yell at Donald Trump. You can use that to tell Scott Jennings that he's a little crybaby boy. But what you cannot do is hurt our good friend and very, very much common collaborator at a Roger Stone party, Bibi Netanyahu. You can't do it. You're going to hurt his feelings. And we won't allow that. That's hurting Bibi Netanyahu's feelings is the most un-American thing you can do. 100%.
100%, without a doubt. And that's why this Illinois Rights Human Coalition, they are hurting his feelings. And I was at the hearing, and let me tell you something. They had so many. They had the ADL there, which Jonathan Greenblatt, big homie of ours. We love JG.
Love him.
We love Jonathan Greenblatt here, and they also had somebody supporting the bill who was supporting the right to boycott BB baby. He was the former Supreme Court judge for Israel, and he was for boycotting Israel. Can you believe that? Can you believe that is how you know
that's
anti-Semitism
anti-Semitism
problem. That is anti-Semitism.
100%.
If an Israeli Supreme Court justice is for boycotting Israel, it doesn't get any more anti-Semitic from that. And the thing that stood out to me about what he said is that he said that there was a poll in the Washington Post that said that 61% of American Jews disagree with how Israel is conducting themselves in the West Bank.
Wow. That sounds like 61% of anti-Semitic
that's exactly
individuals.
He said that that's exactly right. Sorry, one of my ex-wives came over to take our dog away because she wanted to take a knife, so I wanted to close the door because we're strictly no contact right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And she better obey that order, or we will be calling the probably ICE, I would imagine.
Well, so anyways, so the guy said 61% of American Jews disagree with what's happening by Bibi Netanyahu's government. And he said that Zionists do not speak on behalf of everybody in the American Jewish population. And luckily, the person after them very cynically, very masterfully said that on behalf of all American Jews, 100% of the 39% that agree with the ADL. So that was good. We did a good thing. We did a good thing. We're trying to keep big business in business. No boycotts. You can't do it. It's illegal. Just because it was successful in apartheid South Africa to stop that evil regime doesn't mean we want to let people do it willy-nilly. And Ben & Jerry's, if we've learned anything from the ice cream makers from the world, it is that they are evil. Did you see this? Did you see what I caught? I got a gotcha on Zohan.
I did see that. But I do think the people need to see it because this was really important. Honestly, I was starting to lean.
He's already breaking his promises. Mayor, will you provide bisexual girlfriends? He's already breaking his promises. Mayor, will you provide bisexual girlfriends to everyone in New York City? Zoran Mamdani, no. What did I tell you? He's going to break your hearts, kids. He's going to break your hearts, Zoomers. Go to your little polycule now and tell them about what the mayor of New York City didn't do for them. You should have voted for Cuomo.
And the saddest part about this, Connie, I think for both of us, this really hits home. Like, I know you're not a fan of Zoran. Obviously, you did not vote for him. You viciously campaigned against him. But I do know in our private conversations, we did say we could hedge our bets a little bit because obviously you're looking for your 9th wife. I'm looking for my 4th wife. And we were really hoping that we could solve that problem with the bisexual girlfriend act of 2026. And the fact that he is not keeping to that promise, and that is why you cannot trust these progressives to uphold the things that are really important, which is making sure that everyone has a bisexual girlfriend. And I just want to say that's very important.
I think it's I mean, well, I couldn't say it any better than you just did. It's impossible. Here we go. Let's take a look here. This is my new least favorite content creator. It is called Perfect Union. More Perfect Union. I hate these guys more than anything.
First of all, the union is perfect right now. So
I think exactly. We don't have an actual union in this country. We don't have labor unions.
Yeah, well, we busted that union. We sure did.
Yeah. I mean, the Pinkertons are big donors. I want to watch this video though because this is an actress from Lost and Ant-Man. who I used to be a fan of, but now she's adopted policies that the radical left are talking about.
Mm-mm.
Where's my volume? God damn.
And nearly the entire visual development team at Marvel was let go.
Before I spread this post, when I saw it on social media, I needed to fact check it. So I reached out to my good friend Andy Park, who was the genius behind creating the original Wasp supersuit and the original
Just so
the film Ant-Man and the Wasp, and just said, is this true? Is this really what's happening? And he said, yeah, it's true. I have been let go. And I can't quite believe that Disney have let go of the artists who brought the current Marvel universe to life through their imagination and their genius. That the people who invented these characters in the first place, who designed them in the first place, are now being replaced by AI. AI that will take their designs and take what those artists created and use it to create iterations of that. I am so sorry, Andy, and I am so sorry to every single one of the artists who were let go in the 1,000 artists that Disney fired, and particularly the entire team at Marvel who have been considered obsolete now after building the Marvel empire. If you're a huge fan of Marvel, just take a moment today.
Yep. Just take a moment. Just one little moment. We don't want you to boycott them. We don't want you. We stand with Disney. We stand with Marvel.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
We stand with the workers that were let go.
Yeah. We stand here and they stand outside at the bread line, probably.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we can't have, and this is what I love about America. You have famous people whose jobs are going to be fine until AI purchases Evangeline Lilly's likeness, which will happen soon.
I'm working on that one.
Where we don't need actors anymore. I don't want actors.
Let me tell you something. I hate actors. All right. First of all, they think they're too goddamn cool. All right. And let me tell you something. There's one thing about the Democratic establishment that we won't stand for is cool. All right. That's why we had to get that Obama guy out of here. All right.
Actors are just politicians that people enjoy watching. And that's it. And I hate them for that. And she's saying, here, let's finish this video here.
To think about them, to send up a prayer for them, to honor the people who created the world that you fell in love with. That was a human invention. These were human creations. And they shouldn't be stolen by tech giants so that their robots can replicate them. I think it's disgusting and horrible. And I stand with all the artists. And Andy, I'm so sorry. And I love you guys.
I think she got a little bit strong there at the end for my taste. I think she should have just stuck with thinking about the actors' thoughts and prayers that were let go, and then not saying anything about big tech, because I don't think that big tech is to blame here. I don't think Disney is to blame here. I think that you never want to blame shareholders for anything. And like I said earlier, it's illegal to boycott the country that Ben & Jerry's boycotted. And I think we should make it illegal to boycott anyone pretty soon.
Honestly, I feel like, first of all, we should find like some place in the Middle East and give that country that's probably empty to Disney. I feel like Disney should have their own country. I feel like they should have their own caliphate. I feel like Bob Iger should be, the grand poobah of his own nation devoid of indigenous people, and that is my dream. But Connie, I really think this is important. I was talking to my AI replica of Stan Lee, and I know you knew Stan Lee back in the day. You guys used to run around a lot. And I was talking to his
ideas from his partner Jack Kirby.
Jack Kirby. Oh yeah. What a little scamp that Stanley was. And the funny thing about it was I was asking this AI and I said, hey, AI Stanley, how do you feel about your precious little properties being made by AI? You know what he told me? He said, Jack, if I could, I would have made Spider-Man with AI. He would have been AI-der-man. And I don't know if that rings true to your relationship with Stan Lee, but I felt that in my heart.
Yeah, Stan Lee was not about taking care of other people. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like he was about empire building, man. That's
Yeah,
what it's all about.
absolutely.
It's like that poem Ozymandias, except instead of building look upon ye great works in despair, his great work was cleaning up Robert Downey Jr. and putting him in a red robot suit. That was his
absolutely.
look upon ye great works in despair. Look upon ye great works like the Avengers Civil War movie that is about it's actually a brilliant thing. It's about AI that takes over and the Avengers have to fight it. And it's kind of amazing that Disney right now is letting AI take over Marvel.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Absolutely.
It's very
it is really
meta.
cool.
What he's doing
It is.
this is the next level of storytelling because
And then because we're living the movies now. We're living the movies. And I want everyone to realize that means you all get your own hand personal Scarlett Johansson. All right. And that lady, she could play a tree. All right. She could play an Asian woman. She could play a tree.
I would watch Scarlett Johansson eat lunch. Hang on a second. That is a good let's see. Yeah, no, the Avengers, what is it? The Age of Ultron. That's it.
Yeah.
It was AI. They're getting rid of human workers. Marvel has laid off all their human workers because they are trying to live in the Age of Ultron in real life.
Yeah, absolutely. And that movie historically went well for the world with the robots, if I remember it correctly. I don't watch movies, but if I did, I would imagine that's what it was about. How the AI came and they were hanging out, and Tony Stark was like, "Whoa, cool guy." Spider-Man probably, "Whoa, cool guy." And I'm sure that's how it ended.
Dude, I'm just I got another clip for you. This is one of my favorite Democrats right here. Are you going? Oh wait, I gotta add it to the stage. Hang on a second. We got another one from this horrible lefty perfect union baloney. They're gonna take a dump on this guy's chest because he's charging $9 for a cup of coffee. God forbid you make a profit.
You make a small buck. What's $9?
What's $9?
That's the same price as an Apple, I'm pretty sure.
Same, yeah. I mean, I don't know how much milk costs. Do you know how much milk costs?
A $9 experience does feel like you're splurging. And then what that means is we have to make it worthwhile, right? And then in other cases, people believe experience because they're saying like, well, it's less than $10 and I get a really premium experience. So regardless of where you're stationed in those income cohorts, we want to make that experience worth your while. In some cases, a $9 experience does feel like
$9 for a cup of coffee is perfectly reasonable. Let's read this here. It says, the Starbucks CEO can write off the cost of his private jet on his taxes because it's considered a business expense. But Starbucks baristas can't write off the clothing they have to buy to adhere to Starbucks dress code. This is what an anti-worker tax code looks like. Well, you know what, Melanie? I think you'll find that you should be grateful that he can write off the cost of his private jet because if Brian couldn't do that, he couldn't provide you with the kind of experience that a $9 cup of coffee provides. I haven't been into Starbucks since 1996 when Howard Schultz and I were in a polycule with Dave Grohl, but back then, it was a $2 cup of coffee, and there were these big couches, and anybody could just sit in a coffee shop and do whatever the hell they wanted. And now it's like you go in there, and it is like pristine clean. A Starbucks looks like, oh, it's amazing. It's like a sterile lab from the movie Alien. That's what I love about Starbucks now. It's just so clean and sterile, and the people working there are just miserable.
Yeah. Honestly, and when he talks about that premium experience, he's not wrong. I mean, every time I go to a Starbucks, obviously I go into the Starbucks because you know, they were instrumental in helping us make sure our friends in a certain part of the Middle East, which maybe rhymes with Israel, you know, they were making sure that they were taken care of. All right. So I always want to go in there. I want to support them, you know. So I go in there, I order myself a caramel frappuccino with extra whipped cream and a little bit of salt water. And let me tell you something, Connie, that's a little secret menu item. Salt water is when you get the barista to cry into your coffee. And let me tell you something. You can taste the worker's soul in every sip. It's incredible.
Wait a minute. Blue, yeah, I do like the salted macchiato. Chicago Bish says nah, said Starbucks is one of my boycotts. That is illegal. That is illegal under the current anti-BDS legislation that is in Chicago. So this is what the Illinois Coalition for Human Rights, which is my pinned link in my thing, this is what they're fighting against. And right now it's still illegal. Chicago Bish. You can't boycott Starbucks. It's illegal to do that. So I want everybody to divest from their pension fund. Whatever your pension fund is, Chicago Bish, you got to sell all the shares. If you own any shares of her multinational corporation, I want you to stop what you're doing. Call your hedge fund manager that's managing your pension fund. Tell them to call BlackRock and sell the shares. Thank you, Chicago Bish, for admitting to thank you for admitting to breaking the law. You're turned in. You're done.
Yeah. Chicago Bish, drop your address in the chat. We're gonna send the cops over to you. We're gonna get you off the streets. All right. You're like a Batman villain.
Oh, there's somebody named Lex in here. I think I saw her join. We have Culver PM1. We do have 3 chatters in the Twitch or the YouTube. I can't tell which one it is. But let's keep looking through this Starbucks carousel. I like this game we're playing here because Perfect Union is one of my main ops.
Yeah, absolutely.
Starbucks CEO Brian Niccol makes $95,801,676 a year, while the average Starbucks worker makes under $15,000. Well,
oh, wait, Connie, I didn't know he was poor. Jesus, should we do like a GoFundMe for him? I mean, my God,
I know 95.
It's not even a 100 million.
95 million in an economy like this, you can't even get a good private jet. I mean, 95 million, you're looking at a 737.
Yeah, honestly, he should be charging $15 for this cup of coffee. My God, I didn't realize he was in such dire straits. I'm gonna have to call him, call his family, make sure they're okay. You know, I might wire him, you know, a few $100 million just because I just didn't realize he was in such dire straits.
You should just pay him to consult on the next campaign in 2028. That's what that's what we did with the Uber executive with Kamala's campaign. That was great. Remember, he got some good advice. She said lower prices. We said $2,000 tax credit on a small business buying a computer. That's what we can. That's the best we can do.
Connie, I think you might be missing the bigger picture. I think we need to get him to run for president.
Blue, don't make me feel things on. It's not OnlyFans. Starbucks paid Brian Niccol. Look at him, man.
Presidential.
Is like a young Howard Hughes. He is. Oh man, Howard Hughes when he was older. I never seen. I mean, you millennials spend $15 for coffee, which is why you can't buy houses, so that they pour it in a mason jar. But you don't even know what they were using mason jars for back when Howard Hughes was the CEO of our dreams. He worked 120 days of work last year. He got $96 million. He spent $240 million on union busting. God, what a hero.
Wow.
That is the kind of leader we need in the Democratic Party. We need somebody who's willing to spend $250 million on making sure that organized labor stays disorganized.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Conley, we got to snatch him up before the Republicans do. I mean, God, I mean, he would just be incredible on our bench. In fact, why don't you call Howard and see if we can make the connection? Because I mean, obviously, first we got to see how many of his millions he's sending over to BB. Obviously, that's the litmus check. We got to make sure.
Baby.
Otherwise, we got to check.
I want to. Yeah, you're right. We should. We should get him in there. I'm playing around with our format here. Sorry. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, nope. You're off. Now you're on. Okay, good.
Back.
Sorry about that. Yeah, no, I think Brian Nickel, he definitely has what it takes. Maybe he'll be mayor of NYC. He can commute. That would be a fantastic mayor. Brian Nickel,
I love a mayor of New York City who's not from New York City, honestly. That's my favorite.
Me too. I mean, nobody's going to ever beat Bloomberg, but I like my mayors like I like my billionaires, which is not living in the city they represent.
Yeah,
that's why I think Tom Steyer is a communist. He is a communist billionaire. Here we go. Starbucks to close hundreds of stores and lay off staff as the chain continues to struggle. The chain is not, quote, struggling. Their CEO made $96 million last year. They're just using mega corporation accounting tricks to make it seem like the business is in trouble in order to strategically fire unionized employees illegally.
I don't know how you can say that. How can you say that? A man that makes under $100 million may as well be flipping burgers. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, how much does a Burger King employee make? 10 million a year? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you're basically that. This is honestly ridiculous, and I can't believe they would look at a man who's struggling to feed his family and his 5 ostriches, and they would look at him and say that he's not struggling. I mean, look at this guy. Look at him. He's not even wearing Fenty. That's just regular makeup.
That's just exactly. That's just regular makeup, man. He's not even making $100 million, and all these people are crying.
Wow.
So and it's not even fair either. Like, he has to take out loans against his shares to make sure he doesn't pay any taxes. Like, he's got to pay 3-4% on interest on the loans he's taking out so that he can spend his money. It's such bull. Like, these people are such snowflakes.
They have no empathy. They have no empathy for the rich and powerful. And honestly, that breaks my heart.
No, and that's why I think this pro-billionaire rally they did in Berkeley was actually a really good thing. Yeah. I think we need to have more pro-billionaire rallies.
Absolutely.
Let's see what this last slide is. It would cost the company less than 1 day's sales to finalize the union contract and resolve unfair labor practices. Here, I'm going to just put a quarter in the machine and just let me roll. Here's what I want everybody to understand. What we're discussing here is that Starbucks could spend less than 1 day's sales, finalize a union contract, and resolve unfair labor practices. That is the topic at hand that Perfect Union, those crybaby snowflakes of the left flank of the Democratic Party, a party that I am a true blue member of, the party of the working class, trademarked by Leo Burnett. What they fail to realize is that if one company gives up to unions, to the radical demands of the unions, the communists, then every company that is exploiting its workers will have to do the same thing. And if that happens, companies could lose money on their quarterly earnings reports. And if that happens, the stock prices of those companies goes down. And if the stock prices goes down, Jeff Bezos, he might have to get a smaller yacht. He technically wouldn't have to. He technically wouldn't have to because he could afford the yacht he has now for the rest of eternity because he's been working hard. He deserves it. But his shareholders may think that he has too much money, so he would do the right thing and get a yacht that is 5 to 10 feet shorter than the 500-foot yacht he's on now. So that's what's at stake here. If you give one union rights, every union and non-union worker wants more. All they do is take.
Yeah. I mean, Connie, one of my favorite books, you give them out a cookie and then the entire working class and working poor get to eat and get raised up into the middle class, and that is just disgusting to me. Honestly, I would never. First of all, I'd be calling the exterminator. All right, we're going to give that mouse some rat poison, if you know what I mean, Connie. All
The
right.
unions, yeah, I mean, the unions are they bring that inflatable rat to all their stuff to remind everybody that there are non-union workers, and it's so hurtful and intimidating.
Yeah.
That's why we did something very smart in the 70s and the 80s. And I know where Jimmy Hoffa is buried.
Sure. You put him there.
It's what's that?
You put him there, so that makes sense.
No, I didn't put him there. I had the guys do it. Never mind. I don't want to get into it. But it's the same place where the DNC autopsy is. Okay, that's where it is. I put the DNC autopsy right next to Jimmy Hoffa, and it's fine. But the thing we did in the 70s, which was really smart, is we made the introduction of Jimmy Hoffa to the American Mafia. Because what we wanted to do is we wanted to besmirch the power of unions by conflating them with organized crime.
Yeah.
And once we were able to do that, we get like Ronald Reagan, Rudy Giuliani in office, who are just total boneheads. I mean, Ronald Reagan is like one of those Etch-a-Sketch things. You can draw on him for a little while, and then you shake him up, and then you tell him you write the next script for him. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
And he did a great job with it. He deunionized everything. And then by the time we got around to NAFTA, the unions were just like it was like a fart in the wind. And that's what America's all about. It's really stripping organized labor of its power and making sure that we are taking care of the people that benefit us.
Truly a powerful moment.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, I know that we've touched a little bit on Janet Mills today. We did the moment of silence at the beginning there. And we're going to I do want to touch a little bit on her opponent. So just one moment here.
Guaranteeing dignity to working people is not some sideshow to policies. It must be central. Paying union workers a good wage to build our schools and our roads and our energy grids is the best possible way we could spend our money.
Lies.
Certainly better than giving
lies.
Yeah, absolutely
Lies.
Yeah. The best way to spend your money is in a Roth IRA. You dingus.
Yeah.
All right. What's wrong with you?
Dingleberry, what are you thinking? What a moron.
tax breaks to billionaires or blowing up girls' schools in Iran.
It wasn't.
Well, there were, first of all, there were probably some boys at that school too. All right.
That school in Iran was populated. It was yeah, exactly. It wasn't just, it was children. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. And I'm sure some of them were non-binary. So, you know what? Honestly, if you think about it, I think maybe we need to cancel Graham Plattner. I mean, it worked the last time we tried to cancel him. Let's try to cancel him. He's non-inclusive to trans identities, non-binary identities. You know what I mean? He's using the patriarchy.
Yeah, we need it. You're right. No, we should try and cancel him again. We should. Yeah, that was cancelable.
Guaranteeing dignity to working people is not some sideshow to policies. It must be central. Paying union workers a good wage to build our schools and our roads and our energy grids is the best possible way we could spend our money. Certainly better than giving tax breaks to billionaires or blowing up girls' schools in Iran.
What an idiot. He doesn't know a goddamn thing about policy.
He doesn't know how jobs are created. First of all, if we don't bomb schools, how do we pay our contractors?
That's what I'm saying. How are we supposed to pay Raytheon if we're not bombing everything in sight? That's what I want to know about all of these people who say, oh, well, we shouldn't be giving money to our allies in the Middle East. What we do is we're basically like the Costco for military weaponry. We're like the Costco. Absolutely. You go in, everybody brings a cart. It's a big cart. You can bring it to your car.
Yeah.
And you can buy wholesale whatever you want. And we give it to them for like 10%. That's how much it
100%.
costs. And then what we do
100%.
is we take those sales, and since we have people in the military industrial complex lobby, defense contractors like Raytheon, my good friends, Lockheed Martin, the company, baptized my fourth son because of
Oh, that's right. That's right. And I think gunpowder, which was interesting,
Yeah, it was interesting. It was a little experimental, but you knew I was dating Deborah Messing at the time, and she's an artist.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
she wanted to get experimental. But yeah, no, we had, that's the thing. And then so we were able to prop up our defense contractors by sending those weapons over there wholesale, and everybody's happy. And
you're right.
They report a loss because we're giving it to them at discount, so they write it off, even though they're still making pretty good margins, and everything is simpatico. There's nothing.
100%.
Alarm as Supreme Court right-wingers seen at Trump's White House dinner. Do you think anybody actually gives a shit about the Supreme Court? I mean, we all know they're in the bag. I got to tell you,
every last one of them. Yep.
I got to tell you, the best $100,000 I spent personally.
Mhm.
I get a phone call from Harlan Crow, who is a Republican super donor, but he's also friends with some Democrats like me and
Like,
all that.
yeah, I mean, I've known him for years. Good guy.
Yeah, exactly. He's a good guy.
I will say though, he does spend a lot of time showing me his World War II paraphernalia. If you catch my drift, Connie. And the first time it's okay. The 17th time, he may be a little too into it. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Hey, listen. Whatever a man wants to do with his billions of dollars, the Democratic Party does not concern itself with that. What we concern ourselves with is continuing to receive beneficial treatment from people that have $1 billion.
You're right.
That's all we want to do. We don't want to rock the boat.
I'm getting too woke. You're right, Connie. I'm getting too woke.
Yeah, you're being too woke. Unless you're talking about Graham Plattner. That guy is by far a huge, huge, huge fan of the worst people in human history. And not the ones taking over our government.
No.
Though they aren't that bad. We need to
they're kind of nice.
Yeah, of course it's a glue stick. What do you think? I'm this is my skincare routine. My ex-wife, who hates me, told me about it. She wants me to take care of my skin.
Yeah. And you're glowing, Connie, by the way. You are absolutely glowing.
Thank you. I use retinol. I'm gonna drop my routine one of these days. Whoa, here we go. Roger Stone. It's been on my Instagram again. Look at that dog. That's cute. So what were we talking about? Son of a bitch. Oh, we were talking about Harlan Crow, and we were talking about Clarence Thomas. So I gave Clarence Thomas a trailer. It was $100,000. It was like the best investment I ever made.
Yeah, absolutely.
For $100,000, corporations are people. And I mean, it's a big W for everyone. Who doesn't want that, I want to see what we got on I want to see if there's anything going on in the ops. Oh, here we go. Hang on a second. Blue, we have a situation here.
Not this guy. God.
We're gonna attack. Let's attack. You ready?
Yep.
Get the knives out. Get the knives out. We're gonna go hard on Hassan here. I want to make us a little bit bigger. Want to make him a little bit smaller.
Like his head.
His head. Yeah, I want to make his head smaller. I want to make his jawline look weaker.
In Chicago, ironically enough, it is actually the international workers movement cherishing the American workers movement, right?
There is no American workers movement. We destroyed it, Hassan.
Yep.
Haymarket Massacre as well. And yet in the United States of America, we don't even think about it, and we have a separate Labor Day. I believe, what do you mean, even in Europe? I mean, come on, Europe is also a capitalist social democracy, right? Like, that's why I'm saying even in Europe, because it's expected for nations in the periphery to have...
You know how I hate myself, Blue? I hate myself. The reason I hate myself is because my birthday is on May 1st.
Really?
Yeah, I hate it because my birthday is on May 1st. And
wow. First of all, Connie, happy belated birthday. Gosh, and this is the whole thing with the Roger Stone, calendar trick is I missed your goddamn birthday, Connie. I'm so sorry. Wow. I got to send some flowers to all of your ex-wives. The ones that they're allergic to, obviously, because that's how much I care about you, Connie.
Thank you. I love you. It was a sad birthday though, because the American people are beginning to realize that Labor Day is on actually May 1st. And the only labor I like to celebrate on May 1st is my labor for the legal years.
So America's, like normally when you look at a map like this, when you look at like one of these maps that show you like, the world versus the rest of the world versus the Western world, right? Like usually Europe follows America's lead. This is not one of those. This is not one of those instances. Like even Europe, even Western Europe is like, no, we celebrate it. It's important for us.
Yeah. Let them know.
Oh yeah, this guy's quiet, huh? He's all quiet now because he knows we're in the chat. We're
Yeah.
We ain't here to play.
He
We're
knows
not
the
here to
big
play.
dogs are here.
That's right.
America is such a domineering force of culture and also is so isolated from the rest of the world in many respects that most people don't even understand that.
What do
most people don't even realize that
yeah.
this is a huge deal around the world, right?
We wanted,
but it doesn't even fucking matter. It doesn't even matter because we don't celebrate it, so it must not exist. Well, it's the rest of the world that's celebrating it on our behalf, ironically enough.
Yeah, well, I think Hassan's got a big problem with his argument right here. It's specious.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason it's specious is because the Democratic Party, as well as our friends across the aisle, the bipartisan, the moderate Republican Party, I mean, the Republican Party, all of them, really.
Yeah.
They're pretty consistent on the economics. We partnered with them in the 90s. See, what most people don't know is that Bill Clinton took NAFTA from the George H.W. Bush administration, and he took that thing, threw it over his shoulder, and he connected us with our allies in Mexico and Canada and gave them a lot of the good paying jobs in America. And the reason he did that was brilliant because he knew it was going to be easier to get an affordable car if you didn't have to pay union workers health care, which is the same thing that Marvel Pictures realized.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the problem with unions. They want health care for their workers. And we don't want to give health care to our people in the government because it would ruin everything. The free market regulates itself. You got to break a few eggs if you want to make an omelet. And I'm sorry, there's something called the cost of living.
Yep. And I honestly, Connie, what I think is kind of like brilliant 4D chess is that, it would appear like these corporate oligarchs, I hate the O word, but these corporate oligarchs don't realize that
next time, man. Come on.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. But I don't think they I think it looks like they don't realize that if we keep taking money away from American workers who are the vast majority of the country, then no one will have money to buy their cheaply made shit. But that's higher level thinking. And even I don't fully understand it, Connie, because I think at a 4D level, you know what I mean? And that's like a 5D chess move. And you know what? And I don't question my masters as long as the checks keep cashing,
Well, they're okay, here. Let's look at one of my favorite his pronouns are definitely #shit, #lib. He's my favorite, Jim Cramer. I'm gonna go ahead and share this screen here real quick, and we can get away from this communist. Let's get to pure capitalism, baby.
Ayo.
Watch this.
Trading at Schwab is
sorry, everybody. We got an ad. I don't do Schwab. I do Merrill Lynch because I'm old school like that. I used to have all of my money with Arthur Andersen. That was awesome. They were an accounting firm. Enron took them down. I had some Enron shares because I did some work for them in the Gulf.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they had to shutter. The good news is that Howard Lutnick bought my shares right before it tanked. So that guy's an idiot. Here we go.
Shaw, two sources I'd never heard of until today, frankly, put out a stunning, well-written, incredibly pessimistic paper called the 2028 Global Intelligence Crisis. The piece starts with a provocative question. What if our AI bullishness continues to be right? And what if that's actually bearish? Very interesting. It just drew me right in. What follows was a dystopian tale set in 2028 of incredibly high unemployment and incredibly low consumer spending because the robots will replace us. Apparently, humans are nothing but friction. As AI gets better and better, more and more white-collar jobs will disappear. Basically, they're predicting that most of the middle class will cease to exist. Today's stock market decline, it reflected the thesis embodied in this work of science fiction. The worst hit were software stocks, which, according to the 2028 Global Intelligence Crisis, will be all but destroyed by AI that can write code better than they can. This paper argues that software companies will eventually be forced to lay off tons of workers, and the companies instead will invest their savings in AI tools that can be used to maintain their output with dramatically lower costs. And according to these guys, software is only the opening act. The housing complex, banking, retail will all be laid to waste by this white-collar crunch as the good jobs disappear. The private equity firms that bought most of the companies that have been taken private in technology, well, they're going to go under, perhaps causing a credit crunch. Unemployment skyrockets. The world as we know it collapses. It does everything but quote Billy's famous line from near the end of Predator. We're all gonna die.
Sounds okay to me. I mean, I don't know why the market
love it.
reacted like that. There's a space, and I got a bunker real cheap because when the WeWork guy or Elizabeth Holmes, excuse me, I get them all confused. The 30 under 30 for Forbes all used to be clients. When Elizabeth Holmes went to jail, I bought her bunker next to. It sucks because I'm going to be living next to not Peter Thiel. What's the other guy? Brian Johnson. That guy.
Oh, he's the worst, Connie.
Which is so annoying because he doesn't even let you open booze within 200 miles of his existence because he's afraid that it's gonna get in his pores and then he'll have a contact high or something.
Honestly, I'm very sick of him telling me about the viscosity of his son's nighttime emissions. I'm sick of it. All right. And he keeps texting me. He keeps saying, he's like, my son's seed is so powerful. Buddy, it's 5:30 in the morning and I'm on my third bender at Roger Stone's house. I don't need to hear that. All right. I don't need to hear that at all.
None of us want to hear it. We don't want to hear anything about Brian Johnson wanting to live forever. He's taking actual steps. All we do is go to Congress, and that's what our staff is for. 100%. Our staff is there to keep us alive forever.
Now, Connie, I was thinking myself, I know you got the bunker thing going on. I was thinking of doing like a Fire Fest sort of situation, FEMA tents, bologna and cheese, a bunch of hot 20-somethings, just kind of doing a Lord of the Flies situation. That's kind of what I'm gearing up for personally.
Wait, I think we just got our new this is pretty interesting stuff. Speaking of which, I'm not as hip to this. I just Googled Brian Johnson. He is the guy who's obsessed with being young, and this is his tweet at the top of his page on X, on Twitter. It says, "Just gave Kate oral. Good night, everyone." And then I start scrolling, and this is why you should be joining us on Twitch and YouTube because I don't have to narrate this shit. Instagram, Small Plates YT because I bought it because he's a shill, or you can go to Twitch, where the
I was talking to a reporter about this, and he had just done an article on Blueprint. And he read it and he came back and he's like, "Hey, my editors are asking about penis health." And I was like, "Funny you ask. I got to tell you something." And so I just bought this high frequency electromagnetic stimulation device working on, basically I sit on this little thing. It stimulates my pelvic floor. And I was trying to strengthen my bladder so I wouldn't get to go to bed at night. It had this side effect of every time I woke up, I was erect. And I was like, this is like what happened to me when I was 10. Like when you're 10 years old, you're always erect. I was talking to a reporter about this.
I don't know. I don't know if this guy didn't have $1 billion. I'd think he was creepy, but he has $1 billion, so I have to be next to him, which kind of drives me nuts. But
Yeah. You know, the worst part about it, see, you think that's bad. You know, everyone's hearing about this. He sends me proof of his erect penis at night every time.
Blue,
It's
we're
actually
on
annoying.
Twitter. We got to watch the mods.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's
My
fine. It's
apologies.
fine. I know you get excited because he's getting excited, and it's freaking annoying. But you know, we'll save it for Substack. You can say anything on there. I love you. Oh, here we go. And my girl got that 1%. Look at these guys, man. They're so cool. They are so cool. I love how cool they are because he's so cool. I mean, he's taking iPad selfies and he wears sunglasses to bed because he wants to look young forever. That is so cool.
And he's dressed like Ebenezer Scrooge, which I love. Another rich guy. A client of yours, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Scrooge and I, we broke up because he got pretty hardcore radical at the end there. It was Here we go. Let's see what this talents is flowing to longevity. A teenage prodigy in quantum physics is aiming to tackle one of science's biggest challenges, human aging. Laurent Simmons earned his PhD in quantum physics from the University of Antwerp at just 15. Rather than slowing down, he has already begun. You know, if you're gonna be a 15-year-old PhD student, first of all, we need you to help us with communications in the Democratic Party because we're having a hard time relating to regular people.
Yep.
We could overpay that guy for sure. Second of all, I'm sure he got a lot of shit like I did in school. And if I didn't go to, I mean, my first name is Connie. So, you know, people used to think I was named Constance, but it was short for consultant. I was named after my father, who was a consultant for Richard Nixon, and his father, who was a consultant for Calvin Coolidge. And his father, who was a consultant for Boss Tweed, excuse me, in New York. But anyways, if you're, you know, Connie was tough, but if you're going to be a twerp that goes to Antwerp University,
that's tough.
You're going to get your ass kicked. Instagram, if you're just joining us here, we're talking about Brian Johnson, the CEO who does not age. I'm going to see if I can get the I'm going to see if I can get our screen up here. No, I can't. It's horrible. Sorry, everybody. You should join us on Twitch and YouTube. Small Plates YT. We stole his account. Okay, here we go. Brian Johnson, weekend plans. Looks like he's going on a colonic.
Oh, wow.
Miralax, Modium sulfate. This looks like a fun weekend. I am struck by how similar that weekend looks like to a weekend at RFK Jr.'s house. That looks like like something that Cheryl would bring out on a tray before we all start talking politics. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Well, I always love when we kind of do our Miralax and then we put on our jeans, take our shirts off, and then, you know, just do some lunges, you know, do some weightlifting, you know, before you and Kid Rock hit the spa.
There's somebody in my Instagram chat that just said free Luigi Mangione. Who the hell are you, Mr.
How dare you?
VMoto 51. Who the hell are you? You think just because I got a mustache and I look a little bit like Luigi, you think that's funny, Blue?
No, I don't think it's funny at all. I think you're more of a Mario type, to be honest, Connie.
Yeah, that's accurate because I'm the boss. But listen, VMoto 51. If you're laughing now, Buster? You're laughing? Do you know what my client, United Healthcare, thinks of that situation?
Not happy.
Well, their stock price has recovered, so they've recovered, but they're scared. They're scared because they have to continue to deny claims in order to protect their share price again. And there's this super handsome young man with facial hair and curly hair. And I'm not talking about Hassan Piker. He's the other thing that's keeping my blood pressure high.
Yep.
And now there's this hot guy in jail who writes poetry to beautiful women because he decided, you know, shame on you, Vmoto 51. Shame on you.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Shame on you for saying free Luigi Mangione. Jesus Christ.
That really boils my blood, Connie. I might have to go to United Healthcare and decline some claims myself, just so I can kind of get in the headspace of.
Oh Jesus! Look at. Oh, this is great. This is the kind of stuff that I'm into. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's look here. Oh, we can subscribe to this guy. I'm going to read this tweet to you all. I don't think I could put it on Instagram. Zuckerberg with the AI thing. He's pretty uptight. Free Luigi Mangione all day long, baby. God damn it. I was just about to talk about sunning your balls and how it increases testosterone by 200%. And you want to keep talking about Luigi Mangione, Vmoto.
Disrespectful.
That's disrespectful. I'm on a billionaire's Twitter right now reading about how sunning your balls increases your testosterone by 200%. And you're in here talking about a cold-blooded SOB who is social, who is, you know, and you probably like Hassan Piker too, don't you?
Yeah,
What?
you can tell.
You all think that Luigi Mangione is some kind of Che Guevara with a nice backpack and long eyelashes and rock hard body that is trying to right the wrongs of social injustice in the worst way possible. Because the incentives of this economy are predicated on the harm of most so that a few people can enrich themselves. Well, let me tell you something about these Luigi Mangione, Hassan Abi fans in my chat. I know that Hassan and everybody in the Democratic Party and literally everybody who's ever said the name Luigi denounces violence of every kind. And I like to see that. But what they keep doing violent rhetoric. They keep saying that wealth inequality is the cause of social harm, and that is violent rhetoric.
Yep, absolutely.
And you know, this free Luigi thing that you're going on about is interrupting our regularly scheduled programming, which is sunning your balls increases your testosterone by 200%. I'm not even kidding. Look up influence of ultraviolet radiation upon excretion of sex hormones in the male. Endocrinology, Volume 25, Issue 1, July 1st, 1939, pages 7 through 12. Go out and soak up some of that vitamin D. Readers added context. The 1939 study reported a 200% increase in urinary androgen excretion after UV irradiation of genitals in 6 men, but didn't measure blood testosterone. Modern experts find no evidence testicle sunning boosts testosterone and it risks skin burns / cancer. Let's see what he says. Sorry. Oh, Brian even says it's bullshit.
Wow. Well, he's the expert, to be fair.
Yeah. Let's see here. 20 to 30% of older adults have full-blown Alzheimer's pathology in their brains, but they never developed symptoms and nobody knew why. And AI just read thousands of human brains and named the reason. A protein called chromogranin A. Knock it out in mice and you get Alzheimer's pathology with intact memory. This guy is really onto something here. We gotta make sure we don't introduce that to Congress though, because if we're taking that protein out of there, then people may start to actually pass legislation.
Yeah, we can't have that. We can't have that. We need to keep Chucky on a nice docile kind of flow, you know?
Yeah, I know exactly. It's like cheap. You know, we like our lawmakers in their 90s, a little bit slow, a little bit lose a step, but we take care of them. We hire all of their staff. We make sure that they're staffed up, and we make sure that, you know, they just press the little button, vote yes for arms to our allies in the Middle East, press no to universal health care and raising taxes. That's why we want to make sure that Brian here slows down a little bit. We want to make sure that he is not helping too many people with their health, because if he does, then Congress is going to get healthier. And if Congress gets healthier, then that means
can't have that.
No, I mean, we can't. Yeah, we can't have that. Our billionaires would lose it. They would lose it. They would absolutely lose their minds. There would be people in Congress that were actually passing laws Screw that, man. Nobody wants it. Oh, Jesus. Brian gave me this eyebrow treatment, and God, I have to.
I told you, you gotta get your eyebrows from Peter. You get your hair implants from Brian. Come on, Connie. I
can't do hair implants. I can't do hair implants. I can't do them anymore. They banned me. Erdogan banned me for Turkey because I worked for his opponent. I was playing a long shot. I thought I was going to get some oil fields in Ankara, but it ended up he ended up jailing his opponent pretty quickly, which I wish the Democratic Party could jail opponents.
Yeah, like AOC.
AOC for sure. I would totally
Bernie
jail her.
Sanders.
Bernie Sanders, yeah, they would be. We got to take it easy on the president though, because Merrick Garland. Take your time.
I mean, he's just a guy. Even listen, in law and order, and we got to be gracious to our enemies or our frenemies, But our enemies, we got to be vicious towards, who are obviously Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar,
all them.
The dirty dozen, as I call them.
The dirty dozen, yeah. Now, the good thing is that we got this thing going called the bench, which is going to be like, Coke is like, I think the squad, we're going to be able to confuse people into believing that the bench is the squad. But the bench is basically Mallory McMorrow and moderate progressives, people that are moderates and progressive rappers. Rappers with the W, not with an R. So hey, if you're just joining us on Instagram, I'm Democrat Consultant. I'm here with my friend Blue on YouTube and Twitch, and we're just talking right to camera on Instagram Live. You can join us on those other platforms, and you'll see what we're seeing. We have a lot of radical leftists in our community who want things like Medicare for all. They think that the Democratic Party is not popular, which is obviously untrue. We are loved by all of the billionaires that support us.
Yep.
Many people love Democrats. It's just not many people that vote for them because.
Yeah. Well, when we say people, we mean corporations, because corporations are people, to be fair.
Corporations are people. So we're here. We are the Democratic wing of the party, from your favorites like Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, Nancy Pelosi, Dianne Feinstein, may she rest in peace, Jim Clyburn, Joe Biden. Those are our Democrats. Those are the real Democrats. Those are the Democrats who are sitting down at their desks every night and writing down strongly worded letters.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
In fact, Blue, I have a little bit of a treat for you here. I'm gonna put us we're gonna go split stage here. I actually just got my mail delivered to me by my housekeeper. And, she told me that I got a letter from Mr. Strongly Worded Letter himself, Mr. Chuck Schumer.
Oh my gosh, he wrote you a letter. How strongly does it feel? Does it feel strong?
Yeah, it feels pretty strong. He said, here we go. 1 second. Let's see here. Where is it? I put it. Here we go. There we go. I got it. Where is it? Here we go. If it's from Chuck, it's on legal pad. That's what they say. Sorry, I'm getting old. I don't move like I used to. Here's my strongly worded letter from Chuck Schumer. I don't want you to. There's some secret codes, but here's the legal. Here it is. It was in an envelope. It said, "Dear Connie and Blue, my two favorite consultants. This is Chuck Schumer, and this is a strongly worded letter to you. As you know, this democracy faces the greatest threat in its history. There are not one, not two, but many pro-Palestinian candidates that are trying to primary centrist Democrats like Jared Moskowitz, like Abdul El Sayed, who is one of the radicals. These candidates who are running in primaries against true blue Democrats who understand that our path to victory in 2026 and 2028 is by continuing to stand with the corporations that fund our campaigns on the regular. If we have any chance at protecting the shareholders of the companies and the billionaires that founded them, we need to do everything we can to sabotage leftist candidates, radicals, who hope to take away aid from our ally that has been wrongfully accused of violating human rights by the Radical International Criminal Court. Unfortunately, sanctions on ICC are not enough. Haley Stevens, this is from Chuck Schumer. I can't believe he said this.
Yeah.
He said, in Michigan specifically, we have problems. Haley Stevens has the charisma of a pair of Dockers. His words, not mine.
Wow.
We need to throw our support. I met with Mallory McMorrow in a closed door meeting on the Hill last week. Liz Smith, her strategist, who worked for Cuomo, you know Liz, right?
Love Liz. Love Lizzie. My little lizard is what I call her.
Yeah, I know. She's great. She's the one who darkened up his beard and really played on the Islamophobia in the New York mayor's race. I thought that was going to work.
Yeah.
Liz Smith told me that Mallory is going to say some hurtful things about Chuck Schumer. This is Chuck talking about himself. I told her that I'm too old to see social media, so I get the social media report every day from my staff. I will tell them to leave it out. But if it means Mallory McMorrow wins against Syed, I am willing to take a dump on my own legacy.
Wow.
Chuck is a hero.
He really is a hero. I mean, holy, he's like a soldier who's willing to throw himself on a grenade, like that song by our good friend the Bruno Mars, in order to protect those that matter the most in America, which are our billionaire donors, and the 51st state of the United States, Israel. And honestly, it makes me proud to be an American.
Yeah,
because at least I know I'm free.
Proud to be an American too. Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes on here. He talks about how Mallory McMorrow should feel free to say she's against me as leader because we made a backdoor deal that says she's going to vote for me as leader because she'll do the right thing. And now we've poured hundreds of millions of dollars into her campaign via cutouts like majority Democrats, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, Mallory. So if you see Mallory McMorrow saying that she's some kind of progressive, just remember that the moderate center wing, this is a letter from Chuck Schumer that says that Mallory McMorrow stands with the moderate centrist corporate wing of the Democratic Party, and we are behind her.
Wow.
And then it says, P.S. to Chuck Schumer, it says, P.S. Do you know any biographers? Because I can't find anybody who cares about me enough to write a biography.
Oh, Connie, you could do it.
I've done some biographies. Oh, this is a nice thing to say. Chicago Bish says, you guys are so funny, unscripted. Damn. Sadly, I think you're both too smart. These jokes require intelligence to get.
I don't know what he means by that. I'm unfamiliar. I will tell you this though, Connie. I just wanted to note that I also received a letter from Chuck. I haven't opened it yet. So I'm just gonna take a look at it right here. It says, hello, Blue. You're looking very sexy today. I don't know how he knows that, but he knows. He always knows. I can't wait to see you at the next Roger Stone party. I love that guy. Great head of hair. True. P.S. Do not let Connie read my letter to him on his stream because it might give away the game. Okay, love you very much. Bye-bye.
How am I supposed to know that I'm not allowed to read letters from my friends out loud on my very own program?
That I think that's on me, Connie. I should have proofed it. Sorry. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. He won't see this anyway because we're not going to put this on C-SPAN, so he won't see it.
Nobody yeah, I mean, I don't even think anybody in our chat knows what C-SPAN is anymore because everybody's all about Fortnite and I think that the thing that would have won is going to win us the midterms in 2026 and possibly stop the what? Why do you keep getting cut off? You should be cut on. You should be pulled permanently on. Hey, Walter Hings. I could write Chuck's biography. I don't know. I could write any biography I wanted to. Peter,
well, because the thing you do with your biographies, I know this, is that you take the biography of Malcolm X and you just write the opposite of everything that he did, said, and believed. And you use it for everyone. It's like I don't want to give the game away, but I read your H.W. Bush biography. It was the same as your Reagan biography. It was the same as your Strom Thurmond biography. It's a good thing no one reads these things.
It's pretty much just that's it. I just play opposite day.
Yeah.
If it's ever like anybody who the working class likes, like Bernie Sanders, if anybody in the chat likes Bernie Sanders or Zoran Mamdani or any of them, I just basically steal all of their talking points. I talk a lot about affordability. That's the thing about politicians. They're so easy. They're like clay. I love working in politics because no one has morals. So it's so easy to just you can just, they're idiots. I mean, they're the dumbest people in the world. They're like people who took classes for acting and they didn't like acting. They just wanted to be famous. So they'll literally say anything. Politicians will say anything to be famous. They don't care. They're just gonna do whatever it takes. So,
well, you know what's funny? I remember, and this was like a little prank between the two of us, Connie. But remember when we had our girl Kristen Cinema, and obviously, me and Kristen, we dated for a while back in the 2000s. But when we got her in there, we were daring each other, and you dared me. You were like, Blue, you can't get Kristen to go dress like a girl, like a Gen Z girly pop. Go up there, curtsy, and thumbs down human rights. And I said, Connie, I'll fucking hand her the note 2 seconds before the vote, and I bet you she'll do it. And you know what she did? She fucking did it. It was beautiful, Connie. I love it. It was beautiful. I'm glad we did that. I'm glad we got to do more of those.
No, that was a great time. That was so much fun. The Blue just told the story, and Blue, I'm just recapping it for anybody on Instagram.
Sure.
Blue just told the story. It was so great. He was dating Kristen Cinema, who is this? She's a great lady. She's working for AI in Arizona. She wants to plow all of the fresh water out there and put it into data centers. And she's gonna.
That's not the only thing she was plowing, Connie. We had a good time. Connie.
I don't ever want to know what happens in Soho Club in DC. It's gross. You can hear him? Good. You can hear him. Thank you for the all right, good. Well, they heard everything. So there we go. Jesus Christ. Oh, good. You heard his story? Thank you. I was about to repeat the whole damn thing. I'm glad I did not. Oh man, you're ridiculous. You guys y'all are ridiculous. Oh God, look at this guy. He's giving me crap. He says silence, inbred. Boo.
Wow. Insane. Look at this guy.
And here we have a wealthy socialist being pampered while he claims to stand for the downtrodden. Yeah, what a dick. I hate this guy.
Me too.
Oh, here we go. Let's listen to some of this nonsense. Hang on a second. Let's get in here. Everybody ready?
Where I'm not like automatically saying like you are the devil if you've had any positive associations with Israel, because I understand that. Just like I understand where people are coming from with even white supremacist attitudes that they might have had, like the residual white supremacist blind spots that they have that end up rearing their head in their decision making, because America is in its foundation a white supremacist country. This is very frustrating for Republicans.
No, it's also frustrating for the frustrating for the third way Democrats who literally published a brief saying, can we not talk about stuff that's true, that's horrible, that we can't change? Because if we changed it, then we would actually have to do something, and that would piss off donors.
Yeah. I remember, Connie, while we were putting that brief together, we were trying to figure out solutions, and I was like, I don't know what we do. And you had a Zuckerberg moment, as I call it, where you just wrote in I think it was your blood. I think it was your blood, because you didn't have a pen. You just wrote in big red letters, joy. And you know what? That was brilliant. That was absolutely
That's all you
brilliant.
need. That's all you need. If you don't want to if you don't want to address the foundational injustice that this country was built on, then all you need to do is create joy. And that means really it's easy. If you don't want to change anything, healthcare, material conditions, any of that, but you want to win an election, you got two formulas. And I'm giving this to you for free because they're going to pay me $50 million like they did in 2024 for this.
Oh, yeah.
The recipe for success for an election so that you don't have to change anything. 1, make friends with Liz Cheney. 2, walk around with a marching band and just look like you're having a good time. That's enough. That's all. That's all voters want. They don't want health care. They don't want to tax the rich. They don't want good schools. They don't want clean water. They don't want good jobs. They want marching bands, and they want Liz Cheney. Let's watch the rest of this clip.
To hear. This is even frustrating for liberals to hear sometimes, but it's just the truth, right? And so my assessment always is, yeah, there's going to be some things that people say that are going to be objectively heinous, some implicit biases that they have. But I don't treat people that have those implicit biases as like permanent villains. I try to talk to them coming from a place of understanding.
Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just act like you're better than them all the time?
Like, honestly, Connie, what is the point of being, listen, Connie, if it weren't for the issue of my complexion, Connie, let me tell you something. I will be right on the other side of the aisle. I mean, gosh, they have so much fun, Connie. They get to be misogynistic. They get to be homophobic. They get to just be mean. They don't wash, Connie. I don't know if you know this. None of those guys wash. I was walking by Laura Loomer, and holy crow, all right?
Dude, she smells
She's
bad.
so bad. And she's
Laura
always trying to
Loomer
kiss me.
smells, oh, Jesus, dude. It is so bad how bad Laura Loomer smells. And you know who else smells like shit? God, what's his name? Chuck Grassley.
Yeah. He smells like Chuck Astley, if you think about it.
Chuck Astley, for sure. He does not smell like fresh cut grass. If Chuck Grassley's the 92-year-old senator who served our country with distinction. He's a great man. He technically is a Democrat because he's a moderate Republican.
Sure.
But he's not taking care of himself. I really think that the long-term care facility in the Senate, it's kind of like the daycare. It used to be a daycare in the 80s when we all started out, but now we're using it for long-term care for some of our older patients.
Yeah, it was good turnover with that.
And I swear to God, man, they have not given him a sponge bath in like 2 weeks because he smells like ass.
It's so bad. But, you know, Connie, I think when it comes down to is like the reason why I'm on this side, other than, you know, is because I get to be at family functions, at my kids' preschool. I get to go to a PTA meeting, and I get to just be smug and annoying. Okay. I get to be an elitist. Okay. I get to thumb my nose down at people. And honestly, if I can't do that, what am I here for?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I always tell people. If you want to hurt your neighbors, vote for MAGA. If you want to feel smarter than your neighbors, vote for Democrats who don't change anything for your neighbors.
Yeah, yeah, and what they don't realize is when we lose, we let you be the most morally superior. You know what I mean? Because because it's the problem, Connie. If we win, well, then it gets into like, why aren't you doing things for the working poor? How come you haven't codified Roe? How come you
Supreme Court reform? Why is everybody and all the voters do when we're in power is yap. You guys all just
it's so
want
annoying.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I got 2 free Luigis in the comments.
Again, this is a hate crime, I think. A hate against healthcare CEOs.
It's a good, it's a good thing. I did an interview with Oliver Larkin yesterday, and he was whining about how Jared Moskowitz voted for FISA or the Surveillance Act. But this is exactly
yeah.
You can follow us on YouTube. Small Plates YT. It's in the link in my bio. You can go to the YouTube. We have a YouTube. You don't have to go on Twitch if you don't want to, but we could use the Twitch followers too.
Yeah, get on Twitch. Don't be a nerd. Get on Twitch.
Get on Twitch. It's actually pretty cool. My grandson set me up on here, and I was at my dermatologist, and somebody said that they saw me on their grandson's Twitch, and it was a real hot mama that I knew when she worked for Big Tobacco. So,
oh yeah,
it's somebody just said free Luigi again. I got 3 free Luigis in the comments right now, and I'm trying to talk about feeling better than my neighbors.
It's hurtful. It's really hurtful that they would say free Luigi.
Why do you say free Luigi.
I say free him so we can lock him back up. You know what I mean, Connie?
Yeah, free him so exactly. We got another 15 seconds left of this Hassan Piker video.
And try to identify exactly how they arrived at that conclusion, and then change their mindset, and to hopefully help heal in that process, and to ensure that they don't fall into those same traps again.
That was disgusting. Hassan Piker wants to help convince people. Do we appear live in person? Yeah, we appear live. We do shows. We're just kind of warming up.
Yeah, man. You know what? Because our good friend, God rest his soul, Charlie, we may be picking up the mantle in debating these dumb progressives at colleges one of these days.
I think we might have to. That's a good idea. I think we might have
before. Hey, listen, before Drewski gets out there and doing it, we gotta.
She is Erica Kirk is at home taking care of her kids, and Drewski has been running around. Drewski's been running around besmirching her good name. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting, and it's anyways, this Hassan Piker guy, he thinks that people should let's see here. Oh, Dr. Kruger.
The doc's in the house.
Oh, hey, Doc. Important notes. Oh, wait. I didn't see the Twitch. I didn't see the Twitch thing. I didn't see the Twitch chat. Why is it not in my chat?
You got to call your grandson Landon to figure it out, Connie.
Well, hey, what's up, Kruger? Sorry, man. Yeah, I blame the leftist hackers. There we go. We can show him on stage.
Oh, look at that.
Kruger. You're the best. I don't know why I don't have the Twitch on there. Let's see here. Landscape, recommended, save changes. Why isn't it on there? That's baloney. Phony baloney. Anyways,
if I could also mention one of the more insidious things about this Hassan guy, and obviously this is important to me because we're both tag teaming the cancellation of Hassan, and I was working very diligently to get black people to hate Hassan. I was really pushing that he was anti-Nicki Minaj, who, that really got him some heat. I was really pushing that clip where he said black people with the hard B, which is very funny. But what I'm afraid of is that now he's on Ebro, Lauren, and Rosenberg. And as we know, they were huge in the hip hop radio scene down at Hot 97, and of course we got them out of here because they're anti-Israel, so we got them out the paint. But now I'm afraid that black people might tune in watching them and see this Hassan Piker guy and realize that he's not racist. So don't worry, Connie, I'm gonna get on top of this. I'm gonna really bump our numbers up. All right, we're gonna get Hassan Piker canceled. All right, we're gonna get right on top of that.
Dude, that's exactly what we need to do. We need to get him canceled. I didn't realize that was why we had gotten that. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Dr. Kruger's got a great he says, important note, if you want to write a Chuck Schumer biography, you need to set up a sequel biography about Amy Schumer for the second book in the Schumer biography verse. That's a great idea, Dr. Kruger. I think I'm going to tell Peter Thiel, who, big on AI. Oh, people keep getting kicked out of our live. Why does that keep happening? I'm making her what? Sorry, Chicago. I also like this comment from Dr. Kruger. Hassan Piker is related to Vlad the Impaler with the last name like Piker. People on pikes. Coincidence? I think that is a good angle.
That's a good angle. Absolutely. Is Hassan Piker a sexy vampire? Who's to say?
He could be. I mean, he could be a lot of things. He could be whatever we need him to be to get rid of him, you know? That's the thing here. That's the thing. Luigi has Zuckerberg scared AF. That's why every time we mention Luigi, it appears people get kicked out of our chat. Well, that's why Mark Zuckerberg is a friend to all establishment Democrats, even though we say a lot of times he's not. He is.
Yeah. And there's definitely no way of getting around that, like saying free Mario's little brother, free my favorite plumber.
Can you stop giving people ideas, man? Jeez Louise.
Sorry, Connie.
Why are you giving them ideas?
I'm an idea machine, Connie. That's what you hired me for. All right. I'm just out here spitballing, all right? Just like we did in the Contras.
Let's see here. I'm looking at our chat here. Is our chat not on? Sorry, community. I'm I gotta get another here we go. I'm making Dr. Kruger a mod. This is fun.
Good for you, Dr. Kruger.
I don't know how to do it. I gotta go. My super PAC needs me. I'm gonna figure out how to make him a mod.
And before anyone leaves, I want to say, if you guys want to get my psyop into the left wing politics, you can follow me on my Twitch, the Blue Broadcast. You can follow me there. I got a YouTube on there where we're also doing some psyop against the radical left called the Blue Broadcast. So go on there if you want to see what we're doing to infiltrate the radical left.
Yeah, if you want to see the radical left, go to Blue Broadcast. I just made you, Dr. Kruger, I just made you the mod on Twitch. Congratulations. You got a promotion to a consultant class. You're still getting that free merch kit. We gave away a couple merch kits that we haven't done anything for it, but we're going to soon.
Yeah, we're going to put 50 Dukakis shirts in there, I think.
Yeah, we're going to do 50 Dukakis in a tank, I think is a good helmet. I do want to share this for all of our fans. There's like 15, 16 of them out there. I'm trying to get to Twitch affiliate status so we can get some other cool candidates that are pieces of garbage on the stream, like Oliver Larkin. So if you see here, we need to get 4 days a month. We did that. We need to stream 4 hours per month. We did that. We're at 13.5. We need to get a minimum of 3 average viewers on 4 different days. And then we need to get 25 followers. So we need 6 more followers on Twitch. And we need to get some viewers in here. But, I don't think that's bad, is it?
No. It's funny, Connie, on my PSYOP channel, I'm also very close, but you know what you're going to hate to hear? That today is the last day of the month count. So we're going to have to start over next month.
Son of a.
Or I should say tomorrow. Yeah, I know. So close.
What are you talking about? Oh,
Yeah.
thanks
yeah.
for your support. The Dukakis shirts need to say "Thanks for your support." That's a good idea.
Ah,
I like
that's good.
Dukakis in a tank. That's a good idea. Maybe we put Hassan in the tank.
Hey, Connie, is that how you spell Dukakis' name? If so, I understand why we lost that because I spelled it differently and everything.
Greek. Small plates. The guy we steal from is Greek. He's an idiot too.
Ugh, the Greeks. Let me tell you something about the Greeks. All right, they're a tragedy, if you know what I mean.
They're the worst, man. Wait, so the month starts? It's May 2nd.
Yeah, but if you, we'll look at it off stream. I'll show you. It's very unfortunate. Yeah, it goes from I think the 3rd to the 3rd.
No, all right, whatever. Well, you know, if we get it's fine. You know what? It's the first month. We've been doing this for like 10 hours. I think that we've been doing good for the first month. Don't you think?
Oh, I agree. You're killing it, Connie.
All right. Well, everybody, we're not overnight successes, but we feel successful because we make a ton of money in our regular life.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And we're gonna be back tomorrow. Actually, I think tomorrow we're gonna go infiltrate the Abdul El Sayed Bernie Sanders rally live in Detroit. We're gonna go infiltrate. I got my wig, I got my mustache. You're gonna know me. And free your favorite plumber. I think VMoto 51 is finally beginning to slip the FISA warrant. Too late, buddy. You're going to have a knock on your door from some of the ICE contractors that we want to reform. They'll have a body camera there, and then they'll rendition you for your populist anti-billionaire speech.
Yeah. No, to be fair, we do give them. We've included with the body cam some black electrical tape.
Yeah.
In case they need it.
Yeah, exactly. In case they need it. Well, Blue, it's always good to have the BBC with the CNN, the Connie News Network.
Absolutely.
We went from coast to coast, north to south. This has been a fun broadcast. We've met a lot of new friends. Shout out to Chicago Bish says, nah. Where should I follow to boost your social? Twitch. Join us on Twitch.
Yeah.
Democrat Consultant. Twitch.tv. Thank you for asking. Be sure to share with one friend. If you want to join our Discord, we have a Discord in the bio where we talk about radical left stuff. We have a whole Hassan Piker hate channel. We have a whole different we have a different channel where it's called Purge the Primaries, where we have radical Democrats that we don't like. And you know where to find all of them. The Bernie Sanders of the party. We have all the people that you want to stay away from. I have a voter guide too that's in the link in my bio, democratconsultant.com. That is the democratconsultant.com. We have that.com because I called Yahoo. Is my thing out?
Yeah, it went out. Well, there you go. You guys can also follow me once again on Twitch, the Blue Broadcast, YouTube, the Blue Broadcast. I upload my stream clips onto YouTube, so if you missed the stream, you can catch it there. Catch me live. We're almost affiliate as well. You can find me on other socials like Blue Sky and Twitter at President Blue. Same thing on TikTok and on Instagram, the infamous Scott Blue. You can follow me there. We're also almost at Twitch affiliate. We cover left-wing news. We also do some fun stuff. Like, I don't know if you know this, Connie, but Drewski is not only impersonating Erica Kirk, but he's also running a Flavor Flav style dating show that we've been covering. So check that out. It's pretty hilarious. It's called Could Have Been Love.
Jesus. All right. On that note, radicals, stay out of my chat. Stay out of my life. Go follow us on Twitch so you know how to protect yourselves. We'll see you in St. Louis.